In the quaint village of Maplewood, nestled between rolling hills and dense forests, the residents led simple, peaceful lives. The village had a certain charm, with its cobblestone streets, ancient stone cottages, and the large maple trees that gave the village its name. However, beneath the tranquil surface, Maplewood held secrets that were whispered about in hushed tones. Evelyn Parker, a curious young woman with a thirst for adventure, had grown up listening to these whispers. Her grandmother, Agnes, often told her stories of mysterious happenings in the village. Agnes was known as the village historian and had an extensive collection of old books and manuscripts. Evelyn loved spending time in her grandmother's attic, where she would pore over these old tomes, captivated by tales of enchanted forests and hidden treasures. One crisp autumn morning, while rummaging through a dusty trunk, Evelyn discovered an old, weathered map. The map depicted the village as it was centuries ago, but there was something peculiar about it. There were markings and symbols she had never seen before, leading to a spot deep in the forest. Intrigued, Evelyn decided she had to find out what lay at the end of the trail. She showed the map to her grandmother, who looked at it with a mix of recognition and apprehension. "This map," Agnes said slowly, "has been in our family for generations. It is said to lead to the Heart of Maplewood, a place of great mystery and magic. Many have tried to find it, but none have returned." Despite her grandmother's warning, Evelyn's curiosity was piqued. She felt a strange connection to the map and an overwhelming urge to uncover its secrets. After preparing for her journey, she set out into the forest with a satchel of supplies and the map clutched tightly in her hand. Despite her grandmother's warning, Evelyn's curiosity was piqued. She felt a strange connection to the map and an overwhelming urge to uncover its secrets. After preparing for her journey, she set out into the forest with a satchel of supplies and the map clutched tightly in her hand. The forest was dense and silent, the only sound being the crunch of leaves beneath Evelyn's boots. As she ventured deeper, the trees seemed to close in around her, their gnarled branches forming a canopy that blocked out the sun. She followed the markings on the map, which led her to an ancient stone path, barely visible under the moss and fallen leaves. Hours passed, and just as Evelyn began to doubt her decision, she came upon a clearing. In the center stood a towering maple tree, its leaves a vibrant red and gold, unlike any other tree in the forest. The air around it seemed to shimmer with an ethereal light. Evelyn approached the tree, feeling a strange sense of familiarity. As she reached out to touch the tree's bark, she felt a surge of energy course through her. Suddenly, the ground beneath her feet began to tremble, and the tree's roots shifted, revealing a hidden entrance. With a mixture of fear and excitement, Evelyn descended into the dark passage. The passage led to a vast underground chamber, illuminated by glowing crystals embedded in the walls. At the center of the chamber was a pool of crystal-clear water, surrounded by intricate carvings depicting the history of Maplewood. Evelyn realized she had found the heart of Maplewood, the source of the village's enchantment. As she gazed into the pool, visions of the past unfolded before her eyes. She saw the village's founders, who had discovered the magical tree and built their homes around it, drawn by its protective aura. She saw generations of villagers living in harmony, their lives intertwined with the magic of the tree. But she also saw a darkness, a shadow that had crept into the village over the years, threatening to consume its light. Evelyn knew she had to act. She reached into the pool, and as her fingers touched the water, she felt the tree's power flow into her. With a newfound strength, she channeled the energy into the carvings on the walls, illuminating them with a brilliant light. The shadows and the visions began to dissipate, replaced by a warm, golden glow. Exhausted but triumphant, Evelyn emerged from the chamber and made her way back to the village. The forest seemed to welcome her return, the trees parting to let her pass. When she arrived in Maplewood, she found the villagers gathered in the square, their faces filled with wonder. Agnes stepped forward, her eyes shining with pride. "You have done it, Evelyn. You have restored the heart of Maplewood and protected our village for generations to come." From that day on, Maplewood thrived like never before. The villagers spoke of Evelyn's bravery and the ancient magic that protected their home. And Evelyn, though she returned to her quiet life, knew that she had fulfilled her destiny and uncovered the true secrets of Maplewood. Years later, as she sat by the fire with her own grandchildren, Evelyn would tell them the story of her adventure, passing down the legend of the Heart of Maplewood and ensuring that its magic would never be forgotten.